The Pharisees were preaching a gospel that was very defiling. God gave them the key of knowledge, which has to do with the key of David, which is to open the eyes of the people in order to behold Christ. But the knowledge that they had, being severed from the covenant, kept the door shut. If you sever the blood of the Lamb from the covenant, then the blood of the Lamb remains in a state of ambiguity and takes on its own meaning. It becomes a creature of itself. This was the false gospel that's been preached from the pulpit. The pastor is trying to bring people into salvation apart from the covenant, but they're preaching the blood. They're preaching the cross. They're preaching about being crucified. Okay, they're preaching about the wood, the tree of Jesus, but it's severed from the covenant. So knowledge which is severed from the covenant isn't sanctified knowledge. So we can see that the priesthood is absolutely necessary in order to bring completion. Your priesthood was assigned to us by Jesus Christ. Without an activity, your faith can't be perfect. And without an activity, your charity remains dead. It remains severed from the covenant. Bread or wheat from the field that's severed from the covenant, it remains standing alone. Okay, it's just a sheaf blowing in the wind. Chaff, tares, okay? It remains dead. If you sever the blood from the covenant, it remains nothing more than a topic of history. If you separate the gifts from the covenant, which are supposed to be involved in a covenant, remain independent from the covenant and take on a creature of their own being. A creature. So that's why pastors write books about gifts. Okay, and they emphasize the gifts, they emphasize the callings, they emphasize the blood of the Lamb, but everything being severed from the covenant is meaningless. Okay, it's like taking Jesus down from the cross. Okay, so you have a piece of wood there, but that's nothing more now than just an ornament. It's just something that stands against a horizon that's meaningless. Okay. So the people, they were sitting in darkness, which means in the synagogue. That's where Jesus went, by the way, didn't he? Okay, the Nazarite went into the place of defilement. Now, according to the law, if a Nazarite is to touch anything that's unclean, but Jesus ate and drank with the unclean. Jesus touched the body of a dead person, but he was still clean, wasn't he? You are still clean, okay, because Christ is in you. So whenever you go into the place of the dead, the place of darkness, you're going to bring light. In the place of the dead, you're going to bring life. In the place of ignorance, you're going to bring knowledge. So those who are set in darkness shall see a great light. Okay, the knowledge that you're bringing is to set the prisoners free. Well, where are the prisoners at? They are kept in that environment of the tent of uncleanness, see? The vessels of uncleanness, the bone of a man. The bone of man has to do with the exposure of their nakedness and the famished. Their souls are famished. If your body doesn't have food or water, the bones stick out. Okay? So you're going there to feed them, to give them knowledge to get out of there. Okay, so that they can be clean. So come out from among them. Come out from among them. That's why Jesus says, if any man thirst, let him come unto me and drink. He's the well of living waters. He's the well of wisdom. He is our cleansing. The water separation for purification. He says, you have to come to me, I will purify you. Where he said to the woman at the well, see? It's the same thing. He says, you have to eat of me and drink of me.